have our ups and downs, but when there's love, there's always a way. And oh, this time of year, we come together to celebrate. Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday, it means so much more than words can say. And I claim that Christmas is a magic day. Sometimes I tend to forget what glory this holiday represents, but it's fair to say that Christmas is a magic day.
I put my beans on just to boil, and nothing is in this pot. It's just red beans and water, and I'm gonna drain these, put some more water in it, and I always like to use my Tony Sasseries red bean seasoning. You guys know I've told you guys that. And if y'all have a pound, I get the Camellia red beans, so you use 1 pack of this with can you put that ice cream and stuff up, please? Thank you, love. 1 pack of these will go for 1 pound. So if you're making 2 pounds of red beans, you'll use 2 packs if you want, or you can use a pack and a half. I do, because what I like to do, I'm gonna get a thing of chicken broth because it adds more flavor. Alright, so this is what I'm about to do. Mama says she's about to fix us some oatmeal. Which one you fixing? And like I said, I didn't put nothing in this pot whatsoever, just water. And I just boil my beans. To each his own. You definitely do not have to do this. This is just what I do. I'll boil my beans first. I always wash them first before I boil them, because sometimes it'll be certain little pieces, you know. Even though this stuff is packed in them, you know, it's packed. And like I said, I get the Camellia beans. Now, if I'm doing the can and, you know, a quick meal, I do the Blue Runners. But I don't like the Blue Runner bag beans because they take forever to cook. And even they just take forever. And there go Mama. Y'all can see her. She got her milk for her oatmeal. Okay. Now this is the red bean seasoning again. It is by Tony Sasseries. Some people say Chatcheries. It's all however you want to say, but it's Tony Sasseries. You can use chicken stock, beef stock. It don't matter. It's up to you. It is up to you. I just like to use 1 box of this instead of just doing water. Of course, you're going to add water throughout your cooking process. But I just like to start off with chicken broth or stock, or either the beef, whichever I have on hand. And if I don't have any one of these, I like to use bouillon cubes. I use the regular bouillon cubes by Tones, or I'll get the Better Than Bouillon. Either one, it does not matter. And then I'll just make my own broth or stock. And I use bottled water. And I just like to cover my beans. And then this here will be next time I had to add more water. And y'all know fresh beans, it take a long time to make. 2 hours, sometimes 2.5. Sometimes it only take 1.5 hours. It depends on how fresh those beans are and how you want them. And I like my beans creamy, but I do not like no mushy beans. But they have to be creamy and cooked. And you don't have to add anything else if you don't want to. You can leave this just like this. I'm not going to add any more seasoning to mine until when it's almost done. That way I can taste it and see if I need anything. Usually doing this and you add in your broth, you won't need anything else because it comes seasoned for you. Unless you're one of them people who like to add a whole lot of seasoning, that's all the butter you need. Unless you like to use a whole lot of seasoning, and then that's you. And this is some butter. I put a 1/2 stick of butter. Even though these are not butter beans, I put a 1/2 stick of butter in my red beans. That flavor, you will appreciate it. Some people like to do a little bit of vegetable oil or bacon fat or whatever you choose. I'll just add some butter to it. because I will be doing smoked sausage, and I will be using the juices and stuff from my sausage. I will add into these beans as well. And with your smoked sausage, you can use whatever kind you like. You can fry them, you can pop them in the microwave, you can put them in the air fryer, you can boil them, whatever way you want to do it. But this is what I have on hand. I got the connector, and all I'm gonna do is pop them in my air fryer. This was earlier. Again, my hands are clean, but I'm gonna wash my sausages off. You don't have to, your choice. I like to. Y'all done seen me make my beans before, whether red beans, butter beans, it does not matter. Anything I put smoked sausage in, I like to cut mine at an angle. It's just how I do. And I'm popping these in this air fryer. And it's not really a reason other than I just like the way the flavor comes off. You can fry them, like I say, you can boil them. If you got them on a grill, however you want to do. But I just pop them in here. And I like to do mine slow. So I like to do, I'm going to do 345. And I'll do them the first time at 345 for like 10 minutes. Because again, let's say 345 for 10 minutes. And I'm going to take them out halfway through and shake the basket. And then I'm going to let them go the other 10 minutes. I'm going to check and see if that's how they want. If that's how I want them to be. And then I'm going to just let them sit. Because I'm not going to add them to my beans until my beans are halfway done. Because I want the flavor. But I don't want them to overcook. And like I said, you know, with the air fryer, you do get like the juices and stuff that'll be at the bottom. I'm not going to pour all of the juices. But I'm going to put some of the juices inside of my beans while they're cooking. And that'll just give it that extra flavor. So when I do get ready to come back and add more water, add my smoked sausage and all of that, I'll share it. Alright y'all, so this is what I'm about to do. Here's my sausages. This is how I like for them to be cooked. They're fully cooked all the way through. And I am just adding them to my beans. Nothing big. That's all. And like I said, I don't know. I like the taste that they give in the air fryer. Because it, you know, you would think like they've been in the oven or frying. They're a little bit healthier for you. But it's not going to make a difference since I'm going to be using some of the fat. Okay, the only thing I'm going to do, this thing is still kind of hot. I'm not using a lot of it. I want y'all to see. Hopefully y'all can see. It's not even a teaspoon of it that I'm using. It's not even a half a teaspoon that I put in there. It's just going to be just enough to give it that. Okay, now, I know this is not gumbo. But with my gumbo filet, I'm going in with just this little pinch. Because gumbo filet is potent. So it's like a half a teaspoon I'm putting in there. Now I'm going to go in with onion powder that I have open. Onion powder. And I don't measure mine because I know how much I want. So I'll say this is going to be about a teaspoon, maybe. Teaspoon and a half. And just a teaspoon of garlic. I use less garlic than, I'll use a little bit more onion and less garlic. But I'm not using any salt whatsoever. Like I said, when it's done, when it's almost done, I'll taste it and see if it needs salt. I will add pepper right before it's done. And I'm going to show you guys how it looks. Now, and it's been on now for about, I'll say 4 to 5 minutes maybe. But I wanted to go ahead and add smoked sausage in. And I'll show you. This thing
not hot, but it's still warm.
Okay, and what y'all seeing in here, like these little small pieces are onions, and since it's dehydrated, the longer it cooks, it will hydrate themselves. So you will see once we come back on that they will not be this small, because all of the onions, peppers, you know, is dehydrated. So the water, and the longer they boil, it's just going to hydrate them more. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and let them cook. And like I say, this has only been on, I say maybe not even 40 minutes. I say at least like 35 minutes that this has been on. But I want all the flavor in here. I'm not doing any ham hocks, anything like that. I'm not doing any of that, okay? All right, you guys, my beans are finished. A close look. I did put some rice on there for Philip. Normally, I'll put my rice like in the middle, you know, like it'll normally be served at restaurants. But Mr. Philip, he just wants his beans. Yeah, because I just turned the pot off. We'll get you a spoon, please, right quick. So yeah, his beans are on, his rice and stuff is on the bottom. I give him 2 smoked sausage, and he got a bowl of beans, a whole bowl.
Can you cut the things up with the
No, I'm not cutting up no sausage. You can cut your own sausage. So he got his beans and rice and smoked sausage. So yeah, and like I said, I like mine creamy, but not too creamy. And it's just done. But it's his bowl. Here's a pot of them.
Where's Buddy?
Like I said, and I just turned these bad boys out. So now you get to see. Like I said, I like them creamy, but not too creamy. And like I said, I just turned the pot off. So they will thicken up as they sit. Yeah. Some plain old red beans and rice, y'all. Nothing fancy. But filling and everything.
To me, I'm